So before we start working on the project, you need to know what is an API. An API, the API stands for Application Programming Interface, and it's a way of communicating between two different applications. So in simple words, an API is a software that provides data to other programs, applications, websites, and computers. If you check any website, you'll find data displayed there in any website, and this data has been provided by some kind of API. So an API, in simple words, it's just a source of data. I like simplifying everything, and in a very short words, an API is just a source of data. So examples of APIs. There are many examples of APIs. Most big websites such as Amazon, IMDb, which is the website that has information about pretty much every single movie on earth, news websites, applications such as Facebook and Twitter, other applications, other software. All of these use APIs, whether they use their own APIs, whether they use their own databases and applications, or they get data from other sources. And of course, developers work with APIs all of the time in order to create advanced applications. Without APIs, developers will not be able to create advanced applications. RESTful APIs. What is a RESTful API? A RESTful API is just a structural style of APIs. So it's just a style of structuring the API that we want to create or develop. So it's an application program interface that uses HTTP requests to get, post, put, and delete data. For get, we simply get something from the API, from the database. Maybe we get a user by ID, or maybe we get something else. We get a piece of news, we get a movie, we get products. Post, we post data to the database. We put something, we post something, we create something. Put also is to update a user by ID, movie, whatever it is. Delete is to delete something from the database using the RESTful API. So this is the structure of a RESTful API, which is the one that I'm going to be using in this course. Therefore, in this course, I'm going to be creating a movies API, which is an API that's going to allow you to create, get, update, and delete movies from the database. So what are the movies fields that we want? Well, there are many movies fields that we can have, and some examples are the ID. Of course, each single movie must have an ID, a name or title. Each single movie must have a name, such as the Joker, which is a movie, the release date, the language, etc. Let me show you an example of the fields that the movies database or the resource itself can have. So each movie can have the country that produced that or created that movie, the language, the release date, the box office budget, the gross revenue, the runtime, the color, many things. And in this course, I'm going to be using the following fields for each single movie. So the movies database is going to have an ID for each single movie. It's going to have name or title for the movie, the storyline, the language, the release date, the box office, the rating, and also the run time. And of course, this requires a database. Therefore, I'm going to be creating a movies database where all of the movies will be stored in that database.